They'll start on the ground here on first down. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A surprising move here. Drive of the game, and this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Powell throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get into him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Left side to Lamb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 6 yards away. And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Powell, he'll look to throw it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. And his throw is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Howell. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 7-3 the score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Howell. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays and given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So here we go, 4th down, Howell. This is caught. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st down, Howell. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 34 yards. Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here's Tariq Woolen bringing it out of his end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they fail. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the 1st half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
1st down, Howell to throw. His throw incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Howell throwing on 1st down here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Lions continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through to stop.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
To throw again on second down. Powell. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
46-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 37. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Third and 1. Howell's going to throw it. Throwing for his running back. He's got him complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. McPherson now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Here's Howell. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Howell. Launch a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Howell. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
on the QB sneak. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on fourth.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now he's going to bring up fourth down.
Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
A short kick taken at the 18.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 36, Powell firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Howell throwing on third down here. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
McPherson's kick is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Hands it off out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. And in for the Lions touchdown. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this one. Certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. This game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here. Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing it. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa